That joke died 20 years ago. With Chunky Dunk.
It was on a night just like tonight.
You know what I realized? I'm pretty sure I've never seen this movie. Well, if A equals C and B equals C, then A equals B. No? It's a conundrum, alright.
Motherfucker, I don't want to do math. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of What's the Hold Up? The only husband and wife podcast to combine poop jokes and pop culture on the reg. The premise is simple. We go back and watch things from our childhood that we remember fondly to see if they hold up to our memories. Sometimes things are as good, if not better, than we remember them. But most of the time, they're steaming piles of hot garbage crap.
Hot nostalgia.
Hot nostalgia. That's a steaming pile of nostalgia right there.
Yeah.
Without any further ado, I am Zack.
And I'm Heather.
This week we will be discussing The Rocketeer, a forgotten gem from the 90s. Nobody talks about anymore. And yet, at the time that it came out, there were video games, action figures, an all-out marketing barrage. I happen to have the novelization of the film.
I remember seeing said novelization.
But for some reason,
fairs.
Nobody ever talks about The Rocketeer.
No.
Little known fact, based on a comic book.
Nice.
Before that was En Vogue.
Indeed.
In Vogue. En Vogue? No. En Vogue's the band, right?
Yeah.
My love, no, you're never gonna get it. Not this time. No, you're never gonna get it, my love. Yeah, so, Heather, take it away. Tell us about The Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer, made in 1991, starring Billy Campbell.
Billy Campbell.
Jennifer Connelly.
A very young Jennifer
Yes.
Connelly. Well, not as young as Labyrinth, obviously.
No, this was after Labyrinth. And Alan Arkin,
That's
see
right.
here.
As
and also
Peavy, I
Timothy
believe.
Dalton.
Yep, as
Wow.
the hidden Nazi bad guy.
Ooh.
And also, fuck, help me out here. We're gonna fight through this. Okay, Romy and Michelle's high school reunion was Lisa Kudrow and what the fuck's her name? Mira Sorvino.
And
Mira Sorvino's dad is Paul Sorvino.
Yes,
was also
Paul
in this movie,
Sorvino,
correct?
yes.
Yes, very good. 6 Degrees of Paul Sorvino.
And also John Polito is in this.
Who?
John Polito,
Why does that sound familiar?
guy that died not that long ago. That guy.
Oh yeah,
He's in this
that's
too,
right.
I
He's
guess.
in a lot of Coen Brothers movies.
So yeah, veritable smorgasbord of random people.
That is correct. Random people. Or, as they're otherwise known, actors. Not random at all. People that get paid to pretend to be other people in films.
How about that?
Yeah, putz.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so what do you... So jumping right into it, what are you... Jumping right into it, yeah. We've already jumped into it. We're already in it. We're in the shit.
We're in it.
We're right in the middle of the shit. We're in it to win it. What do you... What do you remember about The Bachelor, The Rocketeer?
Full stop. I wasn't done. I'm gonna read the synopsis.
Shit, fuck, cock,
You cock
dumb
gobbler.
Cock, cunt, nugget.
A young pilot stumbles onto a prototype jetpack that allows him to become a high-flying, masked hero. And the tagline was 3 years before the United States declares war. Cliff Secord leads America's
I'm telling you, when
first
you watch the
battle
movie, it's
against the Nazis. That's sad, because it's spelt S-E-C-O-R-D. How is that Secord?
I'm sorry that you don't approve of the way that Disney spelt Secord, but I'm telling you, when you watch the movie, it's Cliff Secord.
Which, to me, looks like Secord.
Okay.
Like record.
I'm sorry.
Record. C-chord. Record.
C-chord. Record. Here chord, there chord.
D-chord.
D-chord. D-chord?
I don't know.
Oh, I get it. It's a musician thing.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Music. Makes the people come together.
Alright, so...
do music. Makes the band...
No. You can stop now. The joke is dead. The joke is dead now. It died.
The joke is dead now.
That joke died 20 years ago. With Chunky Dunk.
It was on a night just like tonight. That joke died 20 years ago. Then who was I talking to? 3 years before the United States declares war on Cliff Secord. There's no way that's the tagline for the movie. Nazis. Really? They wouldn't have gone with something like, this summer, rocket into adventure.
Apparently not.
Well, shit.
Apparently Disney missed the mark on that one. I remember fuck all about this movie.
Yeah?
Like, nothing.
Yeah.
I remember seeing commercials of some guy, like, flying out of a barn with a rocket pack. And that's, like, it.
That does happen.
I know. Because I remember that very much. But I may have seen this movie once. I have no recollection of anything that happens in this movie at all. Reading that just now, I was like, Nazis? What?
Oh, like, no way. You don't remember that?
I don't remember any of it. I'm telling you, nothing. Like, before I read anything, did not recall that Alan Arkin was in it.
Yeah, Peavy,
Had no idea.
He's the guy, so Cliff Secord is like a barn, what the hell do they call him? Barnstormer?
Yeah.
Is that what they call him? The guys that, like, fly, like, the fairs and stuff. Like, so he's a that kind of pilot.
Okay.
He's like a trick pilot, I guess you'd call him.
Yeah.
And, Peavy is his, Alan Arkin has hair in this, too. Peavy's like his mechanic.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that, they find the rocket pack, and he's the one that designs the helmet. Oh. Because Cliff takes it out for like a inaugural run and almost dies, basically. Like crashes, and Peavy decides that he needs
that he needs a helmet.
Well, he needs it not just for protection, but if you remember, do you remember what the Rocketeer looks like?
Yes.
So he's got that fin on his helmet, and that's like a rudder or whatever, so he can turn. So that's what that's for, and he makes it out of a yes, functional and elegant. He makes it out of an old radio.
Okay.
That's what it's got, like the little lines on it, like the piping thing.
Gotcha.
I actually remember like quite a lot about this movie. For some reason, the Rocketeer brings back memories of Dick Tracy. For the weirdest reason, and I'm trying to piece it together. I guess because my brain just loops them together, because I believe Dick Tracy was like the year before. Both Disney live-action adaptations of comic books, both all-out, like, marketing push. You know, so you had the usual, things that are popular now that were popular then, Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, but then you had, like, these one-offs, like Dick Tracy, okay, had a video game, okay, for the Nintendo. Had a video game for the NES, had novelization, had action figures, which, oh my god, Google the Dick Tracy action figures. They are the weirdest fucking deformed looking things.
Well, the characters are too.
Right? So they went all out. And then this movie, same deal. They had action figures, they had a video game for the NES and the Super NES, the novelization, the whole bunch of stuff. So, like, I guess just because very similar backgrounds, the movies themselves aren't so much... Well, actually, that's not true either, because they're both set in, like, the 30s.
Yeah.
And there's actually a goon in this movie that looks very much like he could have come out of Dick Tracy. This Lothor or something, I think his name is. So, okay, maybe that's why. Which Dick Tracy we will get to at one point.
Yes. Hear that, Ken?
But so, yeah, that's
Coming
for you,
soon.
Ken. But so, the Rocketeer, I know the basic premise is they find the rocket pack because it was designed, it's German, the rocket pack. It's basically, they designed it and they're bringing it to Hitler. Howard Hughes is in the movie.
What?
Yep. I think he's the one that designed it or something. It got stolen from him, and they're bringing... I remember at one point they watch this Nazi propaganda film that the Nazis put together. It's an animated film, like a what if, and it shows like scores of Nazi soldiers flying through the air with jetpacks on.
Can't have that.
Right. Well, this is the only one. It's a prototype, but they were banking on it. And, Timothy Dalton's character plays basically like a... Douglas Fairbanks, swashbuckling actor, and Jennifer Connelly is trying to break into the act, and she's like an extra who has like one line or something. She's like totally infatuated with this guy, and he's like doing the swashbuckler movie, but he's also secretly a Nazi. And one of the things I remember about the movie, one of my favorite things, other than, a guy flying around with a rocket strapped to his back, is Timothy Dalton gets the mob to help him look for the jetpack, led by Paul Sorvino. Maybe that's another thing, too, because Paul Sorvino plays a gangster in Dick Tracy as well. He's lips mantless, and in this he's, well, whatever. But he's, so, there's a very distinct part where when he finds out that Timothy Dalton's a Nazi, the mob guys actually team up with the cops and everything.
Yep.
Because he's like, I may be a criminal. I forget the exact line, but I love it.
No Nazi.
I may be a criminal, but I'm an American criminal or whatever. So,
nice.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I will always remember about the Nazi thing. That and the last battle is on a flaming Zeppelin, which also makes me think of, well, not necessarily Nazis, but Germany. The Hindenburg and all that. But yeah,
gotcha.
If I recall, there's hardly any, rocketeering that really goes on in the movie. A lot of it is, set up.
Yeah.
Not that he's that type of thing. It's not like a Batman, like a vigilante type thing. It wasn't even a thing where it was, it was a Marvel or DC series that ran for years. It was something I was looking it up. It was this little independent company, and there was, 4 issues over, 4 years. And then another company picked it up and did the 5th issue. And then little by little, in fact, way more comic output happened after the movie than before.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which that has happened with a few things where, you hear based on a comic, and the reason that you don't know it is because the comic maybe will have, it was a very, very small thing that the movie studio happened to see and was like, oh, this would make for a good movie. But yeah, so that's about all I remember about it. I remember liking it, and I remember thinking, I don't understand why it never had a sequel. Again, same thing with Dick Tracy. Unless they lost money, I'm not sure.
They might have.
Maybe, but the Rocketeer, I saw the Rocketeer in the theater.
Did you?
Yes. And yeah, I remember always liking it. I remember, the only other thing I that always sticks out in my head for some reason was the commercial for the video game. There was, and I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'll probably tack it on at the end of the podcast or whatever. But there was this little sing-songy like Rocketeer, and then they would do the. I don't know why I remember that. That, and for some reason I remember the very first time Cliff goes out and flies and he crashes, and Alan Arkin asks him how he's like, I like it. That's the only other thing I remember specifically.
Weird.
Yeah, well, whatever. Shut up. So, anything else?
No.
That you remember about?
I really don't remember anything about
the Rocketeer? The Racketeer?
Yeah, the Racketeer.
The Cocketeer?
Yeah.
Cockatoo? Cockatrice? Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Oh, boy.
Boy.
For those Arrested Development fans out there.
So, let's go watch the Rocketeer.
Yes. Let's go rock it away with the Rocketeer.
Rock the Casbah.
Oh my god.
The Rocket Ear.
Yeah. We'll see you after these commercial messages.
To some, it was the fulfillment of a dream. To others, it was an instrument of destruction. A creation that could change the course of history.
It was stolen from my factory.
Where's the package?
This is the FBI!
What do we tell the president?
Tell me exactly why this merchandise is so important to the feds.
It's a rocket.
A rocket?
What? What's the matter?
I don't know, there's something under the seat.
Oh, my. What do we got here?
What are you supposed to do? Is it a bomb or something?
No. I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
How do I look?
Like a hood ornament.
Stand clear. What was that?
A flying man!
Big gopher. Are you trying to kill yourself? I like it. Uh-oh, we got company.
You steer, I'll push. Or what?
I will not rocket Eddie. Not next week, not tomorrow. Now.
Keep your eyes open for this dame. Jenny's in trouble. They're working for a Nazi agent.
With an army equipped with these, you could rule the world.
You touch one hair on her head, I swear I'll...
Shoot him!
We've got the girl. The rocket will come to us.
I love her, Peeve. Does she know that?
She's gonna find out.
Let him have it! Hand over the rockets!
The Rocketeer.
Go get him, kid.
And we're back from those commercial messages. Just
Yep.
kidding. No commercials were had.
No.
We're back from the Rocketeer.
Yeah.
We're back from Rocketeering.
I was just gonna
And
say
not
the
burning
Rocketeer
ourselves.
did a lot of rocketeering.
Yeah,
and
he
didn't
did.
burn himself.
He
Yes.
didn't burn himself at all.
Nope. Even though there were flames shooting
Right on his legs.
right on his legs, but
Right
he didn't
on
burn
his
at all.
fucking calves.
Yeah, that's the only real major plot hole in this movie, and it is a doozy.
Yeah, it is a bit of a doozy.
There's no way he would have survived any of those flights.
No.
Because
no,
the flame, again, is...
He would have had Kentucky Fried Legs.
Yeah, the flame is directly being applied directly to his calves.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Other than that, though, I you know what I realized? I'm pretty sure I've never seen this movie.
No?
I thought maybe I had seen it once.
Maybe it was just the cultural, like,
Nothing.
you absorbed, like, through osmosis,
Yeah.
like, the whole cultural, because,
I
like,
guess
the
I've just
commercials
never
and
seen
stuff
it.
and everything. Well, what'd you think?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Yeah. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
I love Alan Arkin.
Alan
so,
Arkin's always good.
You know, and Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly is...
Jennifer Connelly was really dry in this, though.
Yeah, I think she was kind of supposed to be, though.
Yeah, I guess. She's just kind of lifeless.
I mean, she was trying to play like a 1930s,
Yeah.
like,
Starlet.
starlit pinup girl
Yeah.
kind of thing. I thought she was
I
pretty
get
good.
it. No, she was fine.
But Bill Campbell was pretty good. I'm surprised he...
Yeah,
I think he's been in
pretty
like
good.
some television show or something. But, I mean, I don't think he did a lot of movies
Yeah, I
after
was
that.
looking it up. He was on this show called Crime Story.
Yeah. Crime Story.
Yeah.
Could you have a more vague
I know,
title?
right?
Who knows what that's about?
Could be crimes.
Could be crimes, could be stories. It's like, what do you know? 1 week it's crimes, 1 week it's stories.
But anyway.
Quiet down, my crime stories are on.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch my crime story.
I'm gonna go watch my crime stories and do some macrame.
That's what my dad's doing right now. That's what he was doing while we were watching dinner. He was watching one of those
While we were watching dinner?
while we were eating dinner.
That's not what you said.
Oh,
and
really?
we have recorded proof. You said while we were watching dinner.
Oh, whatever. I'm tired. Give me a break. Give me a break.
This dinner looks delicious. When can we eat it? Shh. No, we're just watching it. Just look at it.
Just look at it for a minute.
Just watch the
Isn't
dinner.
it beautiful?
It looks delicious.
I'm still reeling from Logan. We saw Logan tonight, and my soul is dead.
Wow.
It hurts.
We're not here to talk about Logan. I thought we were here to talk about a different comic book movie.
I know.
The Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer.
Yeah, poor John Polito. Jeez.
Yeah, he died.
He named him the Rocketeer, and then they cut him.
Yeah, I like that. Like Rocket Man, Rocket Boy. No, what was it? Rocket Boy? No. Rocket Man. No, it's even worse. How is Rocket Man worse than Rocket Boy?
I have no clue.
How about the Rocketeer?
Thanks, John.
Yep. He's dead.
He is dead.
In real life.
I know.
I mean, he died in the movie
This
and then he
past
died
year.
in real life.
Right?
Oh my god, when you die in the movie, you die in real life.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Like 20 years
Oh my
later.
god, it's so true. Everyone in that movie is gonna die someday. Holy shit. Babe, that's so creepy. Fucking curse of the Rocketeer.
Yeah, Curse of the Rocketeer. Oh my god.
Oh, it's like the poltergeist curse.
Oh my god.
So that really is fucked. Like, those people did die horribly.
I know.
All of them.
Isn't the only one still alive Craig D. Nelson? Basically.
I
maybe
mean,
the mom's
is Craig
still
T.
alive.
Nelson really still alive? I mean, he's living, but I mean, there's nothing really alive behind those eyes. No, I'm just kidding. He better still be alive, and Incredibles 2 is going to happen at some point.
Oh yeah.
So the Rocketeer.
Rocketeer.
This is two weeks in a row now where we watched something, and I personally feel like this movie was better than I remembered it.
Really?
Same thing happened with Unbreakable. Yeah, I remember this as being like one of those, like, there's a lot of movies from like the 90s that weren't super successful, but that I like personally, like the Super Mario Brothers movie, for instance. Okay, around the same time, right? A lot of people hate it. I think it's great. Okay, same kind of marketing blitz. They had the toys, they had all the other stuff. So I remembered The Rocketeer being one of those movies that's probably like, I liked it, wasn't super successful.
Yeah.
Didn't remember there being like a whole ton of like action in it. And then watching it again, I'm like, this is a beautifully paced movie, first of all. It looked nice. It was directed well. It zipped from thing to thing. It was a great, I mean, The Rocketeer really isn't a superhero,
No.
And so it made sense that he was only in costume like 3 times or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was actually a really interesting movie. I liked the whole, the mafia and the... Well, at the end, it was like the Battle of 5 Armies. It was like the mafia versus the Nazis versus the feds were there. And then, that big Lothar goon and the Rocketeer. I think that's 5. I don't feel like counting them.
Me neither.
But yeah, no, what am I trying to say? Yeah, it actually had like a pretty good plot and everything. I liked that Howard Hughes was in it. That was kind of cool.
That's the guy from Lost, wasn't it?
Terry O'Quinn.
Yeah.
He was also the stepfather.
Oh yeah.
You ever? You know what that is?
I
right?
do.
Yeah.
I've never seen them, but
no, but you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
They remade that a few years ago, didn't they? With the dude from Nip Tuck.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry O'Quinn.
But yeah, Terry O'Quinn is
well, it's funny too.
not weird Howard Hughes.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny that you said that. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, they did not play up the eccentric, like wearing shoe boxes on his feet.
No,
shoe boxes.
They played him very
wearing
straight,
Kleenex boxes on his feet.
straightforward.
Speaking of the Terry O'Quinn thing, I think I talked about this with you. Definitely not on the podcast, but that's a bit of a Mandela effect thing for me because I grew up hearing Terry Quinn, and then I found when I saw that it was Terry O'Quinn, I was like, what? And I even put on Facebook, I was like, does anyone else remember it being Terry Quinn? And a couple people said, yeah, they remembered always hearing his name as Terry Quinn. And I'm like, Terry O'Quinn? What? But on this, it did say Terry O'Quinn. So I'm just like, I think I looked it up, and I think it said something like, I think maybe 1 or 2 of his acting credits were under Quinn or something.
Yeah, it could be.
And that's why.
Yeah, I can see that. That happens.
But yeah, he wasn't too bad. Paul
like the
Sorvino
sets
was
and
pretty
stuff.
good. Oh yeah, the sets were
I
great.
like the diner that was built in the shape of a bulldog.
Oh, the diner was great.
Oh,
And
that diner was awesome. I want that diner.
That was cool.
I want a diner in the shape of a bulldog with the attic and the eyeballs.
The other thing that struck me as weird was not weird, but interesting to me is the special effects really held up. For a 1991 movie that wasn't like a Spielberg movie, or, you know, something from the time like Jurassic Park, I was surprised. I thought, given the amount of that had to be like green screen and animation for the fire, I really expected it to not look that good.
Yeah.
But it actually looked pretty decent. Yeah. Even that fireball with Timothy Dalton, where they superimposed it over him, didn't look that bad. It didn't look that bad!
I know.
Well, they had, what, 2 options. They could have done a stuntman and just like actually lit him on fire, which I mean they do with things, or they could have done. I didn't think it looked that bad actually.
Rapey Timothy Dalton.
Rapey Timothy Dalton. Oh, because he chloroformed.
He was a
Jennifer
little bit
Garner.
rapey.
Jennifer Garner. No,
not
Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah. But anyways, you didn't find that he was like a teensy bit weird and rapey with her?
I guess so.
Where he's like, oh, you could put this on or you could put this on. And they're both like sheer. And I'm like, ooh, you want to get comfortable?
Yeah, but if he was that, you know, it's funny that you say that, because when I was watching it, I was like, wouldn't I... He's all like salivating, like, oh, I'd love to see you wear this. But it's another dress. Sheer as it may have been a bit, but it still was a dress. And I'm thinking, like, he's got her there. He already chloroformed her. He clearly doesn't have good intentions. Why not just be like, take off your clothes? Why be like, hey, slip into a different colored dress? You know? Or even like lingerie. Like, I was like, I don't... What? Why? Okay.
Oh, he just gave like a creepy, rapey vibe.
Well, I mean, he did chloroform her,
well,
so
yes.
yeah.
I mean, he was creepy anyway.
You know what else I love, too, was, you wake someone up from chloroform. Now, I myself have never been chloroformed. But I can assume that when you wake up, you'd be a little bit groggy and lightheaded.
Yeah.
He wakes her up from the chloroform and immediately offers her a drink.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to give her, like, coffee or something? Like, it seemed weird that he's like, and here, have another downer. And why don't you take some barbiturates while you're at it? Like, Jesus Christ, I don't understand, like... You know? It's like he'd be sitting there trying to have a conversation with her, and she'd be...
Yeah.
On second thought, maybe I shouldn't have given her more depressants. Yeah, that was funny.
He turned out to be a Nazi.
He was a Nazi. He was a nasty spy. And I was right. The Paul Sorvino did that whole, like, I may not make an honest buck, but I'm all American.
Yeah.
I know, and that was kind of cute actually when the mob guys and the feds were like on the same team,
shooting,
like, shooting
at
at
the same
people and stuff.
Yeah. They kind of like gave each other a look like, hey, so
imagine us on the same side.
Yeah, I'm not after you today.
It was right. It was that classic like the two enemies team up to fight a worse enemy.
To fight the worst enemy.
Yeah.
The Nazis.
Which was the Nazis. Yeah, so I thought it was really good. I'm still racking my brain. I don't understand why this movie didn't do well. Because we looked it up. It was something like it had a budget of $35 million and only made like $45 million or $46 million back. And that's, I mean, and if the budget was $35 million, that's not even marketing and whatnot. So I'm sure it probably cost about as much as it made.
Yeah, I have a small theory about it. So it's a Disney movie, and they're, you know, at the time they were mostly gearing their stuff toward children.
Yes.
And whatnot. And this, I don't think I would have gotten this movie when I was younger. That's probably why I didn't see it. It's because I don't think I would have understood this movie.
You know, it's funny that you said that because not as a little kid.
Yeah. Maybe
as like a preteen though.
Yeah.
Because what I was actually thinking watching this movie was I was like, you know, movies like this, this was a nice way to be able to do a family movie or like a PG movie and still have some adult themes.
Yeah.
Because I know, you know, with the shooting and whatnot, and there was a lot of things that they cut away from, and like Lothar, like, folding people in half and stuff and implying things and showing silhouettes. And they did a really good job of not watering it down at all, but still making it so, a child could watch it. But you do have a good point, though, because there's probably a lot of children that are like, maybe that's the same reason why Dick Tracy didn't do that well.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of children, you're like 8 years old, between like 5 and 8 years old, and you're not like, ooh, I want to watch the movie set in like 1938.
Yeah.
With old cars.
I really think, honestly, that's
people
why I
talking
didn't
funny.
see it when I was a kid, because, like, I don't know, I don't think this would have interested me.
Yeah.
At all. Like, at the time, I mean, when this came out, I was, 7? 1983 to 1991?
7 going on 8, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 7 going on 8. I didn't know what any of that stuff was. I didn't know what World War II was. I didn't know
that's a good point.
what any of that stuff was.
Not even that. It wasn't even what was before World War II.
Well, I didn't know what Nazis were.
Well, no, I'm actually helping your point. Like,
yeah,
you didn't know anything about, like, pre-World War II beginnings of, like, Hitler's...
I didn't know what any of that stuff was.
Occupation, yeah.
I didn't understand that, like, people flew for fun or for racing. Like, I just knew people flew to,
that's a really good point.
Places.
And because he's not really a superhero and he only wears the helmet, like, maybe 3 times, yeah, it's a great movie, but not so much as a kid blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
And I think they tried to stay in their vein of, like, this is a, Disney kids movie. But it's not really.
It's not really. And
not.
I don't mean that in a bad way, though.
They even have, like, a boob joke in there.
What?
When
W.C. Fields, yeah.
W.C. Fields is, like, checking out Jennifer Connelly's rack. Like,
yeah.
not even just, like, at a glance. Like, legit, they zoom in on her breasts.
So, I mean, for me, that's a definite hold-up. You don't remember it.
From what I remember of it, I guess, and remember hearing about it, I always heard good things about this movie.
Me too. I wish it had done more. I would have loved to have seen a sequel.
Yeah.
Watching it, especially, they left it very nicely at the end, where they could have made another one. Let's see. What do I have for my notes? Oh, the beginning of this movie, Walt Disney Pictures presents.
Yep.
Twice. So technically,
just
it's presenting that they're presenting themselves presenting.
Yeah.
Big Gopher. Why'd I put Big Gopher? Oh, when
he's going through the
cornfield. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Arkin G-Force Poop Face. Oh, that's right.
Because I said he had poop face.
Well, because when the truck was going so fast, it was pushing him back in his seat, like the G's. And he had a wicked poop face. That was great.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rock-a-Who. I really liked how... And what's funny is this, again, was at a time where there weren't a lot of superhero movies. Mm-hmm. Okay? Other than Batman and Superman, I don't think any major ones had gotten on screen. Comic book movies, I should say. Not necessarily superhero, but... I just loved the whole subverting when he tells, like, Jennifer Connelly, I have something to tell you. I'm the Rocketeer.
Yeah.
The who? The Rock-a-Who?
The Rock-a-Who?
Just, like, totally deflates. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Right? Have you seen the paper today? No, I've been working. And Mafia vs. Nazis, I still think would make a kick-ass mobile game. Like, instead of Plants vs. Zombies, which...
Nice.
Patent pending, copyright, whatever I gotta say so that no one can rip that off. I seriously think that would be a fun little, like, tower defense or whatever the hell they call it game. Yeah, let's see. Do I have any other notes? Frozen chicken strips, cream of wheat, apple juice. Oh, sorry, that's a shopping list. Alright, what do you think? Do you have any notes?
No.
Well, let's do a couple of IMDb reviews. Once again, no particularly bad reviews, so we're just going to read the 2...
No, just some weird ones.
Funniest ones. You want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first. I have my note. Alright. This one says, pretty enjoyable. And it's by Robert J. Maxwell.
Oh boy.
In 2004. There's more fun to be had out of this movie than I'd expected. The story is given elsewhere, so I'll pretty much skip it and get to the more important things, like the 20-year-old Jennifer Connelly with her eyes of night and lips as bright as flame. She's a bit plumper all over than we're used to seeing her. Fuck off.
Yeah, speaking of...
But it's okay, because cartoon figures ought to be slightly overdone.
What?
Yeah, what? She looks and sounds magnificent. Those two monumental and nacreous incisors, I guess. She could open mangoes with those teeth. Not that she's as beautiful as any woman possible could be. Connelly could be better looking, but if she were, it would probably be against some law.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Anyway, it would be hard for any normal man to stop from flinging himself at her feet and groveling over her toes.
What
and groveling
the fuck is up
over
with this
her
guy?
toes.
Well, clearly he has some sort of foot fetish. Was this written by Quentin Tarantino?
Bill Campbell looks like a cartoon, too.
What?
Everybody looks like a cartoon, apparently. In fact, everyone in the movie looks like a cartoon. Hey, except the guy playing the huge thug working for Paul Sorvino. I think you're watching the wrong movie.
Yeah, that guy was working for Timothy Dalton.
Yeah. That guy doesn't look like a cartoon. He looks exactly like Rondo Hatton, an I can't even pronounce that. Acromegalic actor from a few 40s horror flicks. But it must be admitted, Rondo Hatton looked like a cartoon.
Motherfucker! Did he just not say that guy doesn't
Jesus.
look like a cartoon, but then he goes, he looks like Rondo Hatton, and Rondo Hatton looks like
Jesus
a cartoon?
And,
What the fuck?
And, well, if A equals C and B equals C, then A equals B. No? It's a conundrum, alright.
Motherfucker, I don't want to do math.
Alright. The movie is filled with delicious 1938 atmosphere. I wasn't around to enjoy it, but it's always struck a resonant chord in me when I glimpse it in movies or listen to recordings from the period. Here we have a smiling singer who looks like Nicole Kidman. No, it didn't.
No.
Stands on the stage and sings without rolling around or smashing a guitar.
Why would they?
Yeah. Call me
Why would
retro,
you purposely point out that they...
but I'd prefer it to Snoop Dogg, Easy
Two dudes.
What? All
Yeah.
seriousness aside, what happened to pop music anyway? Where are our Cole Porters and Ira Gershwins? Somebody hand me a hanky.
I want to find this man
I'm
and
just-
kill him.
Yeah. I enjoyed the airplanes too. The one in the beginning of the movie, this is a really long one, Jesus.
You're doing good, drama.
The one in the beginning of the movie was built exclusively for racing. I forget its designation. It was the GV?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, it's an imitation of the Indiana Jones series and maybe an imitation of some Indiana Jones imitations. A kind of meta-imitation. But gee, it's enjoyable. Everybody and everything is turned into mincemeat one way or another, but not in any way that's offensive. What? It's really kind of engaging if you don't ask for significance. That's how he ends.
Yeah.
That whole long thing, and that's how this fucker ends.
This dude sounds like one of those people that thinks they're very important.
Oh my god.
Like, he's so pretentious, you can just feel it losing pretension.
Oh, that hurt.
Well,
That hurt to read.
I've got a good one. Up, Up, and Away by Art Zhao from 2000.
Sweet.
I love this film. Absolutely love it. Can't help it. I'm a child of the 40s, and this movie is about when I was a kid, except the movie takes place in 1938. The sets are great. The story is 40s, 1938. The cars, that cafe with the bizarre little gingerbread giving an impression of a gnome's hangout.
What?
The
What?
That's I told you I need to read it. I will read it again. The set is great. The story is 40s. The cars, comma, the cafe with the bizarre little gingerbread giving an impression of gnome's hangout, comma, the costumes.
What?
The hero with his wiffle hairstyle. No! No! A wiffle is like skinned, practically.
Yeah.
He had long hair. Long-ish, you know. The airplanes, and even Howard Hughes. What more could you want? No, this isn't The Matrix with a lot of slick computer effects with mind twisting. Is it or isn't it real? It's clear who the bad guys are, and they're bad. Except when, of course, the mob types are swept away by patriotic feelings and fight the Nazis. It's got it all. A wonderful trip back into the 40s. No, it's 1938. With near superhuman villains, beyond the pale heroes, and lovable sidekicks.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
Wow. The reviews on here are just... They're a treat. They're a real treat.
Yep. That's why we go to them. So anyways,
They're delightful.
I mean, I think it holds up.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
yeah.
Thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Alright, what do we get going on next week?
Next week, I don't know.
Still don't know because we suck at planning.
We do.
Be another surprise for you guys. Alright, so... oh no, were we gonna do, the X-Men cartoon?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Okay, so,
there's what we're doing next week.
so until then, this has been What's the Hold Up, and we'll see you next week.
Yay!
Yay!
Blast off with the Rocketeer against Neville Sinclair, the enemy agent, and his henchmen. This game for your Nintendo Entertainment System provides the kind of action the Rocketeer lives for. Blasting Sinclair's thugs, snipers, booby traps, enemy flyers, and heavy artillery. The battle will lead to many places, from the Bulldog Cafe to a Zeppelin high in the Hollywood skies. So don't wait. Propel yourself into high adventure. The video game from Bandai.